What's happening with Deepfield? I am furiously and rapidly trying to get it to a point where I can stick it in the public eye and get some playtests happening. Because who knows if anyone even wants this thing. I have been spending the last 3 weeks furiously rushing towards the smallest vertical slice of a game I could possibly do. And so the objective for the playtest is to validate the economy aspects of the game. How do you find resources, exploit those resources, and turn those resources into the war machine? So everything to do with the game revolves around that objective, to exclusion of most of the things. It's a bit jank. The controls aren't that, smooth if you're used to RTS. However, it's enough to be able to achieve the goals that the tutorial quests have put forward. Deepfield. And I've slapped a coat of paint on everything because the grey box was cute, but not suitable. Because presentation is half the flavor, apparently. And modern gamers are a bit brutal when it comes to graphics. Anyway, play some Deepfield. So first off, it is an RTS, first and foremost. You select a unit, you go, oi, go here, and it'll go there. The first quest in the tutorial is pretty bland when it comes to RTS. It just assumes you know how to use an RTS, and if you haven't, you're probably not going to enjoy Deepfield first off, because there's just too much to get your head around. Which is a problem I had when I did some playtesting with just randos. I didn't realize that the RTS controls were such a specialized skill. Anyway, let's reach the survey marker. Ta-da! Right, now we've reached the survey marker. I need to get some of that beryllium condensate. Now, beryllium condensate is the unobtainium of the Deepfield universe. Its whole purpose is to fuel long-distance jumping for capital ships. In the same way Deepfield Bio restricted long-range jumping through fuel, I'm doing it here, but it has its own dedicated fuel source. And that's what the beryllium condensate is for. Now we've found some, let's extract some. So I told HQ, I found some. They sent me a very small group of units in order to exploit that. I'm going to move them a little bit closer for reasons. And this guy will just get to the task. While we're waiting, though, I'm going to scan some more asteroids and see what's out there. Now, resources in Deepfield are... There is 3 ways you can get resources. 1, asteroids. 2, salvage. So if there is a derelict or an old space station or something out in the world where no one's using it, you can take it apart for its parts. 3 is salvage from combat. So destroyed units will be salvageable, and if there's any cargo on those destroyed units, you can salvage that as well. Which, in a multiplayer setting, that means piracy is a perfectly valid strategy to maintain your own war machine. How that turns out in reality, no idea. We'll get to that. Right, so we have enough beryllium now. It's sitting there in the cargo hold, ready to go. I now need to deploy a cargo shuttle, which happily HQ has given me 2. I'm going to drop them both out. Now, the cargo shuttles are like logistics belts in, let's say, Factorio or Satisfactory. They are solely responsible for moving materials between vehicles. The more cargo shuttles you got, the quicker that can happen. So let us test that idea. we have a bunch of beryllium on the miner, and we want to move it to the claim tender. The way I do that, I'm like on the claim tender, I just go, wait, I need this much beryllium. And in the same way, a game like Oxygen Not Included will satisfy needs. The cargo shuttles will identify the gap in supply and take it upon themselves to fill that gap. He's moving over. He's got it. He's on it. It's going to happen. Now, while that's happening, I scan that one. What am I doing? I'll scan this one as well, just to see what's in there. More beryllium and a bunch of unknown stuff. That's because my scanner here does not have the rarity, I guess, or the level to be able to identify things that aren't beryllium. Beryllium's kind of noisy. All right, so I've moved it. It's here now. I have to the builder shuttle. You'll never guess what a builder shuttle does. All right, so I've deployed it. I need to install a survey scanner. So select the field surveyor. I'm going to move him closer just for speed. Back to Deepfield design. One of the pillars is your capital ships are your base. So all building happens on the capital ships. Each capital ship has slots. So one of the industrial hulls will have 2 modules and a hard point. So the modules are the buildings in the conventional sense. You can get refineries, sleeping accommodation for personnel, fabricators, place to make bullets, and that's where you build your base capability onto your capital ships. So the tutorial is trying to introduce that idea. So I've got the surveyor that we started with. It only has one hard point, and it's like, hey, put the survey scanner in it. So the builder shuttle will notice that requirement has changed and take it upon itself to complete that order. So it's refitting one of the hard points on a ship. In the cargo, it will drop that into here and pick up the provided scanned tier 1, which will let me scan other resources in the asteroids. Picked it up, it's on his way, and once it's done, we can finally work out what else is in this asteroid. All right. Now, you probably missed that, but the last 2 steps of that tutorial was to identify some copper ore and some silicates, which it did. Silicates and copper ore. Now, the durability, the tier scanner will also allow you better accuracy on determining what is actually in the asteroid. The highest tier scanner will tell you exactly how many units are in that asteroid, so you can work out whether or not an asteroid field is viable. Lower tier stuff, it's like, well, there might be some copper in there, but the exact amount is not entirely clear. Do this one, and I'll send them over there to have a look at that one as well. Anyway, so back to the quest. We need to extract some copper ore, and we need to extract some silicates. Here's the miner. Mines things. Which, to go back a bit, What makes a miner is just putting a mining laser in a hard point. So for example, if you had 4 hard points and you wanted to put 4 mining lasers in there, you could, and it would just be a mining beast. But right now, one hard point, 1 hull, 1 mining laser. Anyway, let's get him to mine some silicates and some copper ore. Turning around, he's getting excited, and nothing. All right, so I was messing with you. The mining happens through the same mechanism that the cargo supply happens. You need to tell the miner what you actually want, because if you just mine everything from there, you're going to fill up your cargo real quick with stuff that you'll probably never even use. So, mining, I want copper and some silicon. Some copper ore, let's do a whole pallet, and some silicates. Now it has the order, it will go, oh, I know where that is, and start pulling it out of the rock for us. As that's happening, I need to refine it. Now, going back to the modular aspect of the capital ships or the hulls, here we have a refinery. I've just put that on for simplicity. It might be a bit confusing, but whatever. The miner also refines. So here we have the build tab, which is where all the building happens. And because I've got a refinery equipped on this hull, it is refining materials. In the same way that the miner has targets and the cargo has targets, the build has targets. So I'm going to say I want 10 copper. And it will furiously start doing 10 copper. Now, you don't have to use that. If I just wanted to go, I want 10 of these bad boys. Jank. I wanted 10 of these bad, you could do that. You could do that as well. It'll of course prioritize direct orders, but that's probably a better way of doing things. Then it's always available. It'll just do it. Manufacture electronics and optical components. While that's happening, I'm going to skip ahead. The circuit fabricator, which was one of the vehicles that HQ gladly gave us. Build tab again. Much more varied in what you can build, but the fundamental mechanism is still the same. You can either do a direct build, or you can set up production targets. I'm just going to do a direct build, so I need 8 electronics. I'm going to have a look here. 2 electronics per one, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 optical components. So I'm just going to do one of those because it gives me 2 anyway. Right now, build is stopped because I don't have the required materials. I need copper and silicon for both of them. I have nothing in my cargo, so I need to go and get some. Just put in a standing order. I need a bunch of copper. And I need a bunch of silicon, so I can actually build stuff. Those standing orders will sit there, and of course, the little cargo boys will just do what needs to be done. Yeah, I picked up the orders, and they're just going to do it. Once that gets delivered, oh, we need the silicon as well. You got the copper, you got the silicon. Oh, you both got copper. All right, so they split the job. Silly miners. Silly cargo shuttles. Yeah, but there wasn't enough available at the time. Why isn't it mining any copper? Oh, I think I know why it's not mining any copper. Let's go see if there's any copper left. No, okay, so we've used up all the copper on that asteroid. What's in that? Okay. So now I've detected some more copper ore. The miner will go, oh, I need some copper. And it will automatically go there and start mining. That would allow some automation when it comes to exploiting asteroid fields. You can go there with the surveyor as a forward scout, scan all the asteroids, and then throw your miner at it, and it'll just happen in the background. Assuming you've set up the targets correctly, it'll just move from asteroid to asteroid, like it didn't before. Yeah, there's plenty of copper there. Can't order an asteroid. What? Ooh, what's this? Wait, get in there. Like I said, it's a bit jank because I've been laser focused on the economy itself. But you know, that's a good chance to practice your micro, I guess. How is the circuit fabricator going? Ooh, we've got 2 electronics. Nearly done with the electronics. Done. And now the optical components. And we'll be done with that quest. Nice. Okay. Now we are moving on to... This is a precursor to building new ships. And for that, we need steel, we need mechanical hearts, hull parts, and steel armor. Spoilers. Same deal. What do I need for steel? I need iron ore and carbon. So I need to mine some iron ore and carbon. Oops, shouldn't do that. A pallet of carbon and a pallet of iron ore. Yet again, it'll be like, oh, I know where some of that is, and I'll just start pulling it out of the rocks. In the build, I'm just going to set another target for steel because everyone wants steel. And it should start doing it. But, of course, logistics. There's no point in having the steel here when the war machine needs it over here. So in order to get ship parts, I just need steel and carbon. All right, let's get that over here. Steel, 100 steel, and less carbon, but it doesn't really matter right now. Still less carbon. And these guys will just do it. Yeah, they're still working on the silicon. Anyway. Let's queue up some builds. Mechanical parts, I need 16. So each one of those gives me 2. I will just go up. Now that's a part of balance. I probably will get rid of the multiples unless it's really necessary and just tweak the build time. Because it's a bit weird, it's a bit confusing. Like you see 8, but it's actually going to produce 16. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what the players think when they have a go at it. Hull parts. 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, see, it's a bit confusing. And we only need 12 of those. 1, 2, 3. It's already on it, because we had the steel already. And now we wait. Or we don't. I guess that's enough. Enough of an introduction in Deepfield. I'm going to be launching the playtest pretty soon. So if you have it in your Steam library, download it, give it a go. It's only Windows and Linux at the moment. Probably should test the Windows client because I'm building on Linux and that's a lot of testing. and my Windows laptop's a bit slow. So it's not a good experience for me testing. Anyway, that's Deepfield. I will I'll catch you next time.